when you watch those 5 films together, if you watch those in a row, the Blofeld films, Thunderball on Her Majesty's Secret Service, You Only Live Twice, Diamonds Are Forever, and For Your Eyes Only, it's quite a unique watch. If you haven't done it before, do that. You'll see what I'm talking about with it all. And the other thing in regards to the Blofeld theory is that there was already a precedent set for Blofeld's doubles, the whole doubling, before Diamonds Are Forever, and that was in Thunderball, when Major Duval was doubled and killed, and then the plane was stolen with the bombs. As I noted before, let's just start off these next. The next films are, I call, the Gogol Russian films, and those would be For Your Eyes Only, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, A View to a Kill, Octopussy, and The Living Daylights. And those are all in that order. And I'll explain the reason why I put them that way is For Your Eyes Only is kind of a transition film. Like I said before, it's transitioning from the Blofeld Spectre era into the Russian Gogol era. And in that film, there's really... Gogol has a small role, but he's not an ally of the British. And we have the double agent that, what's his name? Is it Christoph? That he is actually with the Russians, pretending to be with the British. And so that opens up the Russians. And there's no M in that one. He's on leave. Another continuity connector is that the Lotus car is in there, and the next one, the Lotus car, is in The Spy Who Loved Me, and that's the next film. And in that film, the Russians play a stronger role, and a connector there is Major Amasova mentions that Bond had been married once, and we see that as a connector to Tracy. Also in For Your Eyes Only is Tracy's gravestone. We have that connector. The other kind of, the way this connector kind of happens is it sets up the order is Jaws. You can't have Moonraker before The Spy Who Loved Me, because Jaws is an enemy in The Spy Who Loved Me, and then he befriends Bond at the end in Moonraker. Gogol and the Russians have a minor role in Moonraker. The other aspect to The Spy Who Loved Me in Moonraker is that the enemies are very similar to Spectre goons. Like, they're kind of like these single second-in-command goons under Spectre, like sort of like Dr. No was, or Largo. And in fact, Stromberg in The Spy Who Loved Me was supposed to, they wanted to make him a Spectre goon, but they weren't able to because of the rights with McClory. So anyways, I kind of picture those guys as, after Blofeld's killed, kind of the remainder goons that, Bond has to go after. Also, both For Your Eyes Only and The Spy Who Loved Me kind of have a submarine slash naval theme to them that the enemy is trying to take out. And then this brings up the subject of Miles and Robert Brown and Bernard Lee being both Miles Messervy, the same. And you can go back to my video on the M theory and Casino Royale to really get that. It's too long to rehash. But suffice it to say, I see them as the exact same M. The following film is View to a Kill, and Brown is the M here, and basically they're Nazi German defectors from Russia. The scientist who made Max Zorin in like a lab. That's the next one. And the reason I skip over Octopussy with that one is because it has kind of a very similar, it's sort of a minor defector, and the next three, A View to a Kill, Octopussy, and The Living Daylights, they progress with their defecting. So this first one, you have this German and his creator, or his creation. They defect from Russia. They were agents. And it's almost like it still has that kind of same Spectre Goon type thing where you have the Spectre Blofeld trying to put a division between the Russians and the West. So it's got that kind of theme to it. Octopussy is next. And in this one of the continuity things is 009. And 009 dies there. Also, again, in A View to a Kill, 003 is at the beginning, and he's frozen dead. But back to Octopussy, 009 is in it, and he dies. And then also an interesting thing is Octopussy talks about her father, and he's actually in the novel Octopussy, the short story. And anyways, this is also talking about betraying Russians also, where the general tries to start that nuclear holocaust in Germany. Brown is the M again. And then finally, The Living Daylights. There's more Russians betraying. Just betraying sides. And but in this one, Gogol is in retirement, or actually he's joined a different part of the service of the Russian military. He's more political and administrative than he is directly involved with the Russian, basically the KGB. And Brown is the M there also. And you see how they slowly progressed from A View to a Kill to Octopussy to The Living Daylights of the involvement. And that's kind of, I put that in that order partially for that effect also. But also, you can't have The Living Daylights before any of these other ones that I've mentioned. It has to come last because Gogol is no longer the general for the KGB. Also, you can't have The Living Daylights before The Man with the Golden Gun because 002 is alive in The Living Daylights, and his name's Bill Fairbanks. And that pretty much sums up all those in regards to the Russian years. few things I failed to mention were the just a reminder that Robert Sterling, the code name in The Spy Who Loved Me, connects Roger Moore to Daniel Craig as the same Bond because he has that code name in Quantum of Solace.